What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're at the Modest House, and we're finally going to be building this front porch. It has been an eyesore for us. Every time we come and go, it's what we see, this unfinished section right in the front of the house. In order to finish this front section, we're first going to build this porch. So we're going to start with getting our square, getting our brackets in. We're going to get our columns built. This is going to be an open gable cedar porch. So it should look pretty good, I hope. Some details that I haven't really thought through, and we're just gonna get into it and figure them out as we go. You're on the inside of the tape?
Yeah.
All right, 1710. All right, now go out here, let's get a 16 and then we'll double check it.
You like that?
Yeah. Okay, it'll be all right, we'll be all right. Inside or outside?
Whatever's easiest for you.
Inside.
Okay.
Yeah, 1710. Okay, there we go. So that is our square to the building, centered on the door, which is what we wanted. So we'll get our brackets mounted next. Make sure we're where we want it. Okay, make sure it's square. Where's the laser?
It's a ½ inch different.
Which way? That one's lower, isn't it?
Higher.
All right. So now let's get this measurement.
So you good?
Don't turn it off. Just leave it. So this is 81 and a 16th. Okay, 81 and a 16th. Let me write that down. 81. So this one is about a 16th low. So this one needs to come up a 16th to be the same as that one. Whatever way we want to look at it, doesn't really matter. So this is a plus a 16th. We think we have a game plan. Did a bunch of math, chicken scratch, figured out a bunch of dimensions. Hopefully it's right. Probably should run the numbers again because measure twice, cut once type of thing. And I just said that these are 50 bucks a piece. I probably should run the math again, but I feel comfortable about this. It's maybe the triangle beam thing we got to build. 121 13/16. So 121 13/16. Of course, right there. Greg, can you check my ends actually for square?
Yep. That looks pretty good.
They look good?
Yeah, I mean, I respect them.
Yeah, they look good. Taking her easy. Greg, come grab this over here. You don't need to hold that. Guess I should have checked this thing for square, you know?
It has been sitting around quite a while.
That looks perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, there's those posts. So that is the left side or east, that's the west. Let's just kind of set them off to the side. Let me just get an idea where I'm going. Huh. That board's gotta come off. Yep. It's gonna rain today, man. That whole thing is up there for the rain. Hourly says right now there's a 35%, again at 1 o'clock. So really, it's as windy as it's gonna be and the chance of rain is the highest right now until later today. Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty.
Chemical bond between tape and wood, it was pretty strong. Right in there.
Craig.
Okay.
It's 710 and a half. That's what it should be. So,
So I guess you just do it 710 and a half. I
yeah.
guess,
Yep.
There.
Feels a little weird. And I'm right in line, 92, 9/16. All right, I'm gonna give you my snap line. We'll snap through this. Okay. It's gonna be the bottom line because that's the one I care most about.
Okay.
See how much closer I get with my three-legged ladder?
It's pretty crazy.
Whoa! Whoa! Bro, I about blew off my ladder. Like, for real. All right, there we go. That's the square that we got cut out. Right there. And that should be 2 inches or 1.5 inches above the bottom of this. So what we're gonna do, the whole goal is, and it's kind of making it a little bit more difficult in a sense, is we want the fascia on the house to be the same as the fascia on the building, or sorry, the porch. The problem is, because we're hand framing this and we want a cedar beam look on the outside, but also, and it's gonna maybe take some time to see what I'm talking about, but we're gonna have an open ceiling, so the underside of our purlins is gonna be our ceiling, but the purlins are above our cedar beam, and we gotta like kind of play with all the mathematical numbers to get that beam and everything in the right spot so that everything works out. I can show you my drawing, but it probably won't make sense. It took a lot of math to figure it out. Maybe I'm just not super smart, but all this does have to be precise in order for this to work out. Normally when we build porches, we're just dying into a wall, so we just measure 8 foot for a porch height and just connect the dots. Here, we gotta hit all these certain dimensions and these 2 soffits, which aren't exactly the same because of the little tail down of whatever, like materials aren't perfect. So, yeah. Hey, look at that. Cool, and look at that. We got our solid blocking back here. So this is where our column is gonna slide into. And, you know, we're gonna rely on this plywood OSB for a little bit of support, but for the most part, we're gonna be coming back through with some structural screws. And this 2x that is gonna be this 6x6, I should say, is actually not structural in our porch design. And as you watch this video, you'll see that there will really be no weight on this anyway. is a heavy one.
Fingers crossed it works.
Well, it might be a little snug on this fascia, but.
Uh-oh. Oh, nice.
I don't know. I think this worked out pretty good. So this is here gonna support this little bit of an overhang, even though we have a tail right here. And then actually we'll have our fascia for our porch will die right into this. So this will all just be soffitted. And then on the inside, it will be open. So that's why we left all this like this, because we'll have to build a rafter or a truss that is gonna be the gable of this open porch. Then we'll sheath it. And yeah, I think it's gonna look nice. I just hope the size is dimensionally accurate. Like, I'm not a designer. I talked with my client. I was a little bit worried about being 10-foot walls with a 10-foot porch, but I guess you live and learn. So we'll see how it looks. Greg.
Here.
Okay, top down, 7.5 to 13 is your height.
7.5 to 13. How
Yep.
far over?
So off of this column, you're like 10 to 15.5.
10 to 15.
Yep, and then that's your square, okay?
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah.
Can you make sure I'm not pushing out that post?
Go ahead and screw it.
Hasn't moved, right?
No. No, you're good, dude.
Okay.
Heck yes. Good. Good, great, grand, wonderful. All right. So here's what I think I'm gonna do is gonna go.
Inside. How would you use leverage, brother?
Yeah, I'm just gonna, okay. Yep, I have to. You might have to kind of go.
Go in this lift and then.
No, like go to the side a little. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I already know this one needs to go over. I can see that. Okay. Brother.
Is that it?
Who cut these miters, dude? Who cut these miters? I think going slow is the
It's the key.
that's the key, man. Oh yeah. Yeah. Good enough. That's all we're after, right?
Good enough, yep.
Oh, you see that stuck down? Beautiful. There, so this should be 4 9/16. If all the accurate, all your stuff is, yeah, the wood could be a little off. That's 4 and, maybe I'd call that 9/32. Well, I would say that it looks good and it's tight. So I'm gonna say it's good. So this is the guy that's gonna go up the middle. And the two top cords will land on here. Hopefully it is cut right. There could be crown in a board that will change the way it goes. So we'll just kind of go up there and test it. Before we get our, no. Huh. Well, I guess maybe this is not right. What do we say? 3/9 3/4. That's 3/9 3/4.
Whoa. Does
that scare you?
Well, I think you're long over there, aren't you?
Yeah, I need to go your way, but I need to go up. It's probably not.
Is it not good, like tight together?
No. Hold it. Don't. You don't go nowhere.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and recheck these measurements and make sure that we did. I say we. I mean I. Okay, go ahead and take it down.
Kind of like where about do you want it?
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's not bad. It definitely.
Looks like mine, mine's like come down a little bit and yours like go up. Will that help you?
Well, I think it's a little twist, but I mean, that's.
Yeah, that's like a whole.
I don't understand.
Whole 1.5 inches or so off.
Yeah, I don't understand where that's coming from. That'll make me, I think, a lot happier.
Just kind of go the same direction.
Yeah, I will.
That way you don't want to flip them.
It's always nice when you cut too long on a measurement. I measured 15/16, not 5/16. So hopefully when we recut these, it'll be good. I take full blame. It's no big deal. I messed up, Greg.
You know, I would have taken the blame if you asked me to.
No, you wouldn't. You would have literally argued with me till I was blue in the face if I said it was you, you know?
Nope, I would have taken the blame.
That's what you do.
Because I'm that guy.
You were built for arguing. It's crazy to me that 5/16 is gonna make that big of a difference, but.
Well, it's an inch on each side. So it will make a big difference. Technically an inch on each side.
Okay, you kind of got it, right?
Kinda.
Well, as long as you got one side, it should be good.
It is blowing like crazy. Oh yeah.
Lifted mine up. Yeah. Go ahead and set yours down if you want.
Probably even shave a hair off even.
Well, we got a twist going here, so. I don't think it has to. I think it probably is just a little bit of, you
Could be a
know,
little sag.
sags here and there. Well, right there is like perfect. Okay.
Kind of how it's setting.
Yeah. It's like snug and it's not, you know. Here's what I like to do. Ready? I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna do a 180 on it. Lift it up. That didn't help.
Worse.
All right, now, what did I say? 3/16?
Yes.
Okay, so 3/6, 3/16 is center. That's my center line. 2 3/4. Now I need to take this, and I know the pitch is whatever 45, 63, was it 71, 57?
Perfect.
Yeah. How do you think we do this?
Well, good question.
Okay, so first I'm gonna get these to hopefully twist out because they're clearly, they got a little bit of a twist to them, you know? I'm gonna come in with this guy. So, kind of got to do two things at once.
Yes.
We kind of have to, oops. I'm not too worried about anything other than just getting it where it looks good, okay? Because it will settle in. Yeah, it's twisted.
Yeah, I see that.
But I don't really care too much.
Yeah, get the face looking good.
Oops. Okay, that's all right, it's all right, it's all right. Now we have to, this is gonna have to get lifted up. Okay, I'm thinking, based on what I see, I think I'm gonna get this one in, see how it sucks tight, and then hopefully if you lift it up, then I can get that one sucked in tight.
Yeah, because I can give you whatever you want.
Okay, you know what they say.
When in doubt, leverage it out.
When in doubt, throw a 12-inch jerky in it, man. You ready?
Yeah.
Did it do it?
Well, I think it kind of pulled it over a little bit. There you go.
See, but it's I think it's like I want the whole.
Well, your bottom there is in on the post. You see that? I don't know if that's messing you up a little bit.
That would be a little bit of it. And in fact, I can
manipulate the system a little bit.
Yeah. It's a pretty hefty twist. I actually want to go this way for now. Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Stick a shim or something underneath that end and give your twist.
No, I mean like it's the board is like not just twisted, but also it's going, like I think that this whole thing needs to come in just a hair.
Yeah, probably.
And I don't know how to get both of these at the same time, and I don't think I will.
That's what I was saying, like maybe you can shim that one end so it's square and then just pull it uphill and put a screw in it.
Yeah, I might be able to do that. One second. All right, so probably should have thought about this earlier, and instead of working out here, we should have probably done all this work that we have to do on the roof because it's gonna make it a little bit harder getting this boom lift in here. I can do it, but it's a little bit difficult. What we have to do is build basically a truss on the wall. That is gonna create the gable on the inside of the porch that you look up at. It's gonna have siding on it, but it's also going to carry the load of the roof, both from the porch and then also our valley set that's gonna go back onto the main roof. So what I'm doing right now is I gotta cut back this temporary sheathing we put on. It was keeping the inside dry so that we can then build our rafter set. So I gotta do a little bit of math because right now our 6x6 cedar is sitting on top of this column. I'm actually gonna be sitting up here. So I have to both change the elevation of the heel, and it's probably gonna get brought in, but the goal is so that everything is nice and level. And really it's not too bad. I know this is 7.5 inches above this. So on a 7.5 inch rise, I know what I'm gonna come in on a 612, so I can just adjust, and that's where my rafter will start. You'll see it here in a little bit. I'm gonna get this ripped off. We'll get a couple dimensions and then build this rafter. Hopefully, Greg, what you could do is you could cut those purlins down. Come on. Jesus. Wouldn't believe it if I seen it in my own two eyes, dude.
Pretty good.
I mean, it matches. That doesn't mean it's at the right elevation, because when I look at this,
Doesn't look right.
it's really hard to say. We're gonna get one of your boards, we'll stick it on here, and we'll see if it's good.
I think you're good.
Okay, hold it for a sec.
Yep.
Does it look like it's gonna be level?
I think so. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I'm not saying it's centered exactly because, I don't know. It looks pretty decent though. You're where you want to be, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So on this level 8 foot, Greg, I'd say we're like 1/2 of an inch
Jeez.
lower. So that I could probably fix a lot of that just by
1/2 inch lower on the cedar.
no. The cedar's lower.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. I mean, I am a little opened up here. That might be the 1/2 inch I'm looking for. It won't take much to go down.
3/4.
Wait, what are you talking about? You're
sorry,
like 16 inches.
16, sorry, 16, yeah.
And you're not 3/4.
6,
You're like 16 1/4 maybe.
yeah. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think that's my problem, dude.
I think we're both expecting.
Oh, I didn't expect it to be perfect. I actually expected it to be wrong.
Well, we expected
I was hopeful.
this one to be wrong.
All right, you got both screws in?
Yep, both screws.
All right. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna put a screw in here first so this doesn't come off. I don't think that's going anywhere. Well, this is a lot better looking, I'll tell you that much.
Probably.
Yeah. You know, this is a real struggle here. Well, from where I'm standing, it looks great.
Crown's up, right? Yeah.
Should be. screen. Okay.
Good.
Right there. All right, we're gonna move on to now building the valley set. So we've got to do some purlins. We're just checking our angle because I swear no matter what, every time I think I know what I'm doing, I do it wrong. So we've got a cut here because we have a 612 roof porch lying onto a 412 roof on the house. We've got a couple different things. We've got a 412 cut, seat cut with a 612 bevel. So this should work if everything is good. So I'm gonna hop up there. You wanna hand it to me? We'll just double check it before we get going on this. You know, for the first time, I doubt it's gonna work perfectly though, you know?
Right. Never does.
Yeah. All right, I'll just lay it on top of this purlin to make sure everything is lined up nice.
So the bevel looks good. The seat cut though needs
Yeah,
to be
that's no
steeper.
bueno. No way. 4, 5. Bro, 612 is way too big. That's way too big. It's not 612. I'm really confused. Let's try it. All right, first try. You can see the cuts down here. We've done it like 3 times.
It's awful. Oh, that looks a lot better. No, not really.
What the frick?
So
Okay, but
that
here's
the bevel looks good. The bevel's good. It's just whatever that.
here's the thing. There is a very good chance that it's where we're going into the roof, but
The roof looks flat as can be.
But this is even worse here. Oh wait, we're here. Put your square like this, like that. Okay. So I'm gonna be somewhere in that range right there. And I'm gonna slide it over to you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not right, dude. I don't understand. I must be
It's like we just
doubled it the other way.
the opposite. Yeah, we doubled it and gave it to the next person.
I genuinely, it has to be because we're going 6 into 4 and it's an oddball.
I mean, that cut is kind of.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, this end, look.
Yeah, but dude, look at that cut and you tell me that's
no,
junk.
100.
Give me a break, man. You're
Maybe
you're the biggest hater ever, man. Okay, all right.
Let's read.
No. This is not gonna mess me up again, and I think this is what has messed me up already multiple times.
Oh my God.
Is this side is 3, this side is 4. So we're gonna do this. You see the problem? I counted that as 3, not 4. I think that's a valid mistake, Greg.
Yeah, that looks a little better.
Does it? I don't think so. What are you talking about? It doesn't look any better. What are you talking about? We weren't that far off, were we? Maybe. You know what? I didn't have coffee this morning. Okay, here, make sure you approve of the cut. Tell me how good it looks.
Yeah, that's good.
Uh-huh.
This is the last time.
This is the last time, dude.
This is the last time.
I'm actually bringing out our fascias so that we can also put those on, because that's what we're gonna.
I just can't believe it.
I don't know, dude. If this isn't right, I'm going home.
That's it. That's it. We did it.
Wait, so we're just dumb? Okay, wait. First off, I read 2657 as, or I read 3157 as 2657 on the bevel. Then how many times did I move that stupid thing?
4, 12, 6, 12, 6. Common. Brother, my brain's fried. I don't know.
You know, sometimes you have to have humility and know that you don't know it all. And we don't know it all. I've done dozens of hips and valleys.
They're all confusing.
But they all confusing. Once I know the dimensions, like, yeah, okay, we're good. All right, so we now know the pitch and bevel cut of our rafter, which should be super easy. It's a freaking,
I hope so.
But I think it's because I assumed, and I'm gonna take the blame, that going on to a 412, I knew there would be some differences, so I thought it was a 412 pitch cut with a 612 bevel. All right, so we know the cut measurements, all that good stuff. What we need to do now is define where our valley's gonna go. We're gonna do like some overframing so that it all dies on a solid 2x12 instead of potentially in the middle of some sheathing. Even though I don't know if we have to, probably good practice since we're using 5/8, whatever. Then before we can get to that point though, we need to know where our valleys are gonna die down here so we can snap a line up. So now we're gonna go get all this fascia on the porch framing, and then that'll give us 2 angles to figure out where our valley is gonna be. Okay, here, before we do it, let's just set yours in there. Let's make sure we like it. Ready? Seems good enough for me. It looks perfect right across it, so all right. I like it.
All right.
Okay, all right. But Greg, what we need to do is make sure we're squaring up these. We know the bottoms are gonna be where we want them. Yeah, see?
What do you see?
It needs to get pushed up. Let me get a screw ready. Mm-hmm. Push. Yeah, right there. There, I like that. I'm afraid that top one's bad, but.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Bring it up.
You bring it up a little, right there.
Hold down, isn't it?
Nope, push up.
Push up.
Yes, sir. Not much. Not much at all.
It was a little bit.
That's good. Pretty good? Yeah.
Yeah, good enough.
Good enough, dude. That's horrible. All right, fascia board, right behind you. Yeah, this is literally exactly where we want it, so we don't have to change nothing. I think it just got lighter out. Do you feel that?
Nope.
I think it was the flashlight on my.
I'm looking at it.
No, I think it was the flashlight on my drill.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, you got that saw?
I do.
Then we'll use this leftover, Greg, and we'll come right down here after we get this, and we'll screw that in, hopefully.
It's not a very square.
Honestly, this was not a good cut at all. Okay.
Yeah. Go down, or this can go up a little bit.
Here, one second.
When we suck it in, it's gonna
there.
Plane in.
That better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just suck it in and see what happens.
It's gonna be too much.
Oh, I won't go too far then.
Snug it up. A little more. A little more. Right there.
Yeah. It's just an added. You go ahead and put one more screw in there, would you?
Why not just?
I don't know. Seems janky, but
Seems pretty strong to me.
since you put it there, I'll
Why is the air so damp? I feel like I'm in a rain shower.
Yeah? That look pretty good to you? Off the peak? No. I'm not worried about height-wise.
Center, I think you do.
We're going to get level, Greg. This is just to get center.
Yeah.
This is just to get center. Because I didn't really get an exact... We'll get exact height with the level.
Right there, Dot. Right there. Right there.
All right. Now, that is our point for our framing. So we'll snap the lines between our valley bottoms and that. And that's how we'll lay our 2x12. And then we'll start doing some of those purlins that we finally figured out how to cut, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just easier to, well, I don't think it's easier. It is. But it's probably more sensible to just use levels and strings sometimes instead of the math, because there could be, you know.
Math is hard.
Well, it's not that the math is hard, it's that it's hard to build perfect to the math.
With imperfect products?
Well, yeah, and you know, we've been building this since the foundation up, trying to be perfect, and the further we go up, Greg, the more off we can be. You like it?
Yeah.
We're going to test to make sure that our, I don't know what you even call this board. Let's give it a name right now. What do you want to call it?
I don't know. Frank? Our Frank board?
No, I was thinking something more appropriate to what it was doing, but we're overframing the roof because there's sheathing every 2 foot with a purlin every 2 foot under sheathing.
What'd you do for your...
I've already got it down there in the bottom. It's already marked.
Oh, cool.
You know what, YouTube, be patient. It's all gonna make more sense. Instead of me talking, you can just watch it, and then it will make more sense.
Not a cricket board, is it?
No, there is a name for it, I can't remember.
Ledger board.
Boom. Right on our line. So when we come in here with this nice 2x12, we're gonna set it on this line, and if the math is correct, which I actually don't know if it is, it's gonna be close, hopefully. We take this board here, which we have a nice bevel cut on, and hopefully, I don't know where this is gonna go because we just randomly cut it to check it, but if I'm somewhat square, Greg, take your, oh, that ain't right, is it? See that? Is that close?
We're like, maybe like a...
Well, I'm a little high.
Not a little less than a quarter, like 3/6, pretty close, I would say.
Yeah, so the goal is...
Yeah, I would say we're pretty close. Once
we screw this down, everything is good. The goal is this board is offset off of our valley line. It's pretty common sense. All we just used was a 4/12 pitch measurement and the 1.5 inch thickness of the wood to determine how far to set that off. So I'm not gonna explain all of that, but that's how you do it. This used to be really difficult for me to figure this out. I didn't know why, but it's like everything. It just gets a little bit easier every time you do it. And then that center line that we made, that is so that we can cut this. But Greg, I just wanted to let you know, we're actually gonna go around that down there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, good try, man. You did good.
I'm mentally done for the day.
I can tell that. So here's what I want to do. This is gonna come down because we've got one more purlin to go in. So with that being said, I think we would be, wise to potentially run this all the way out so that it sits on this and it spans across all this stuff that we cut out.
Okay.
30, say 30 degrees. Okay, you're on your line?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little heavy on my line. This is just a little bit. But see, this will just give something solid for this one to set on. I think it's the blade. Could be. I wonder if this blade has already been warped or something. It always pulls to a side. Give them all. You gave it everything you had. Cool. Take it out a little, yeah.
Yep.
It's a little, it's not bad. All right, so now we have, I guess it's our overframing, and that's what our purlins are gonna rest on. But what we need to do now is we need to make sure that this section is as perfectly plumb as possible. So what I'm gonna do is take this scrap board that we got up here. All right, we're gonna just nail this off temporarily. I say that, but you guys know what I mean. I'm just screwing it, you know. And then Greg is gonna plumb that end up, make sure that we're good, and then I'll screw this in, and we'll leave it here until we get all of our purlins finished. Well, you need to go out or in?
I need it to come out.
Out?
So right, let it in a little bit. Right there.
Perfect. Okay, so that locks this in. We'll get our purlins all done, and then we'll take this off, and it should be good. And then we're on to sheathing.
So
yeah, that's good. 100 and a half.
Right where like the framing goes,
dude,
or
you're good, buddy. 135 5/8. Okay. Let me run that. We'll see how good we are, because that will determine if we're squared up. 169 and an 8. Okay. Let's give it a check.
9 and an 8. That's the diagonal.
Yeah, supposedly. That's that's the goal. Okay, so we're like 168 and 3/4.
Yeah, right where the snap line should meet that framing.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's kind of where I was holding it.
Yeah, we're close enough, dude. Okay, so that's 162. Stay there. You should have made a mark. That way you knew you were always. All right, 96 5/8. Yeah, I think that's good enough for me. 3 4 1/4.
Mm-hmm. 6 8 and a half.
6 8 and a half. All right, so I always like to, because we've made a lot of mistakes when framing these types of situations, just do a quick double check, make sure that everything is gonna be accurate to what you want. So I'm gonna just screw this in, Greg. Let's just plane that in and see how it goes.
Okay, you look close.
Cut could be a little bit better, if I'm being honest. It's not perfect. So there and there. But the problem we probably have is
Twisted, maybe?
well, no, I mean, you literally, if you have a simple bow in a board, or a twist, yeah, or if the roof has a little bit of a, I mean, look, I just sucked it right down, and it's probably, does it look straight?
I can't
What
tell
do you
from this
think?
angle. I bet you it's gonna be fine.
I bet it is too. I mean,
I can't tell from this angle.
let me screw this in. Looks great, dude. Okay, go 96 1/4. 6 8 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
64 and an 1/8. Dude, they're literally it's not that deep. There's a lot that can make it, vary slightly.
Okay, and this one's below.
Let's go 107 and I'm gonna say 107 and a quarter, Greg. I made a mistake already.
Did you?
Yeah, putting the hoodie back on after lunch.
Ugh. Wish I had that nail gun.
What's that?
Wish I had that nail gun or my screw gun.
I know, wouldn't that be awesome? All right, we got all that framing done. Now it's time to go ahead and start with our sheathing, and we're gonna be using 5/8 Weather Logic on this. Doesn't really need the Weather Logic, but that's what we've got, and we should be getting it covered up soon enough that it won't matter with our vapor dry. But I'm excited to get this, this porch defined, especially sheathing. Sheathing makes a big difference. So let's do it, Greg. Oh no,
Man.
why'd you do that? All right, buddy, why don't you head over there?
Uh-huh. I'd rather not.
Then don't do it, don't do it. If you don't got the, you know, the fortitude.
Looks like you're dead center right there.
I mean, that's where I should be if everything is exact. All I need to do is maybe take this up just a, wow, that's absolute beautiful. And look, right there, perfect.
I respect that.
Yo. You gotta be freaking kidding me, my guy. Let's go.
And we want to stay like right here.
Set it down, slide it out, brother.
Oh, you?
So what we did, what we messed up on, and this is what I was trying to think about when we laid out this string line, was we went right to the center of our valley where this fascia and this fascia come together. But at the top, our valley line that we snapped was meant to be the plane of the top of the framing, not the top of the sheathing. Therefore, what we really needed to do was know where, when that plane comes together, on the underside of the sheathing. Basically, this line should have been shifted over a little bit more so that our framing died in a little bit back of this line. Listen, it's not gonna matter. That's like perfect math. This is gonna be
Good enough.
good enough. It will look perfect because we're gonna manipulate it to look perfect, but it just would have been easier for us if it would have been perfect, you know? But
Maybe.
whatever.
Got it? All you?
Mm-hmm.
Gun's right behind you on the lift.
All right, guys, that finally does it. The porch is now built, which is an awesome thing because it has been literally staring at us in the face every day when we pull up to this job site, and I've been wanting to get it done. So hopefully this really does change the front of this structure. Definitely makes it look like a house. I love it. It's a good design, good size, good fit. And now that we have that done, we can go ahead and concentrate on getting all the soffit fascia, gable trims, and then we can get up on the roof. We'll have to finish all the steel now where this porch got built and goes up onto the main roof, and then we can finish the gable trim. So really this porch had a lot to do with getting a lot of this roof work done. So I'm happy to have it done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely was a little bit of a, unique build. Had a lot of weird dimensions to cut up and stuff, but I think it looks great. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'm gonna get out of here, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks a lot.